afternoon, good evening, and good day. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. You probably can tell by my voice it's a little bit more nasally than normal. I've been sick for about a week now, but I wanted to come on here because I have this crazy idea. And so I felt like even though I was in the midst of working with my money, I was like, I need to pause and record so that way you all can know what's going on. Because I'm going to do some changes. I have decided for the next 3 months that I'm going to pull some cash out of some of these binders. And then I'm going to really focus on a couple specific things. Let's see, today technically is March 24th. And so as of today, I made my final payment for this current semester that I'm in. And so right here, I paid $3,423. As of 3/13, that was the balance that was left. So I ran all of that money. When it says back to the bank, that means I pulled from the different high yields accounts that I dropped the money in as I pull it out of my binder. And so I made that final payment. So I have a little bit, about a month and a half respectively, that I will not have a school payment. So I wanted to tackle some other things that were going on, and I wanted to just kind of revamp the way that these binders look and feel. So quick pause for those who are new here. Welcome to Budgeting My Way to Dr. A. My name is April, and I am on a journey to cash roll my higher education while I finish my doctoral studies with an anticipated graduation date of May of 2024. So really quick, I have a number of binders that I already started taking money out of because, like I said, I was mid thought process, right? And excuse me, I really want to pay down some debt. And so I'm shoving away, $5, $10, whatever in these different envelopes, and this money is sitting here, but I also have debt. And so I was like, I kind of want to rework the way that I'm doing things for a couple months and see how it feels and see how much progress I can make. So there's money on the table. You're going to see in full transparency as we go through here. Okay, so groceries, we're still going to have to stuff. And so this will be accounted for in the next video. Gas, funny enough, probably because I've been sick for about a week, but I didn't do as much driving as I normally do. So I actually still have gas in my car, and the $40 that we put in here last stuffing, we didn't end up needing to touch any of that. So we'll use that and then probably add a little bit more so we can top off the tank. We did eat out, went and got some soup one of these days when we were feeling yucky. So this money is turned sideways because I'm questioning myself to see if maybe in the months of April, May, and June, I can stay out of Target, Costco, and Sam's Club altogether. And so I have the money turned to the side because I was really thinking, what will I need, if anything, from those stores over the next 3 months? Not including food, right? This is the miscellaneous. This is the lotion and deodorant and sunscreen and, just those random Target runs or Costco, well, let's see what they have type of adventures. And as I'm talking it through, it's telling me that I don't need to keep none of this. So we're going to throw this right here because no. So no Target, no Costco, no Sam's Clubs. That means I will not be visiting these stores, and I will not be stuffing these for the next 3 months. So these are going to come out, and these envelopes are going to get a little thin, so I may end up condensing them with some little dividers in the interim. So what will still get stuffed is groceries, gas, and eating out. And I'm being realistic that we're going to eat out. My daughter's birthday is next month, and we usually celebrate the whole month. So that means that it's going to happen. Because this was an impromptu video, I don't have my money sorter, but let me grab it real quick. And y'all know we don't edit or pause, so y'all just gonna hear me shuffling around as I shift to grab it. All right, so we're gonna clean this up a little bit because I just had it piled in front of me because I was just thinking and working in real time. So I hope everyone is doing well. I have been struggling with my second round of a sinus infection. That money stays there for a minute. And so that's why we've got the nasally, little yucky voice that's going on right now. But I'm on like day 8. So I'm starting to feel a lot better, even though I don't sound 100% better. I'm beginning to feel a lot better, and that's why I was able to actually move out of the bed and into the office space to get some real work done. So my goal is, I have one credit card that is over 30% utilization, and so that is my focus. I want to knock that down and then get that under 30 and then move on to the next credit card. And my goal is to have at least 2 of the, technically I have 4, so let me rephrase that. I want to have 2 of the 4 completely paid to a 0 balance within this 3-month period. So that is why I'm doing this. So I'm thinking, you know, pull this money. Why have it sitting in envelopes when it could be making sense right now, right? Okay, so that was the spend envelope because that one's important. Let's jump into self-care. I initially, when I was thinking about reworking this number, I said I was going to end up putting $60 a month into this envelope, but I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to put $20 moving forward in this envelope. So 5 is going to go, so we can actually pull this because it's not relevant, right? 5 is going to go into self-care. 5 is going to go into clothing. I went wild with the shopping last summer. Honestly, it was the first time that I was in, I don't know how many years that I was like, I'm wearing shorts. It's hot. And I'm normally like a capri sundress type of person. And so I went crazy and probably bought like 30 pairs of shorts over the course of the summer last year. And so I don't really need summer clothes per se. So I'm gonna wear what got, you know, minimal wear last summer. So I'm gonna put $5 in there. Beauty's gonna get 5, but I'm thinking I may not do that either because I just recently looked in my gift card box and from Christmas, and then I won a raffle at work, and so I have like, I think almost $100 in gift cards to like Ulta and Sephora. So I think we're gonna skip her. So let's make a note that we're gonna skip until July. So we're gonna put a little note in here so we remember to skip until July so we can leave her be. Allowance, there was 85 in here and we pulled that out, so she can go. And entertainment is gonna get 5. And Starbucks, we still have not been able to go to Starbucks. Initially, it started off as I'm mad y'all changed the point system, and then they brought their new line of drinks and they have pistachio. And so since my daughter has a pistachio allergy, and we would normally run to Starbucks together, you know, pick up a drink for one or the other person when we're out and about. And so since they have included pistachio into their menu, we have just had to completely avoid their location altogether. So I don't see myself going to Starbucks anytime soon because there's an allergen that's present in their recipes now. And so we're going to just completely pull them out of the mix. And other than that, I do love Starbucks cups. I'm not even going to front. I'm drinking out of one today. I think this was, you know, this one's been through the dishwasher a couple times, but I do love their cups. And I have a cup fairy who lives in Vegas. So when new cups drop, she is so sweet to find them and she sends them to me as a gift. So even my, you know, putting money to the side for cups isn't really a thing right now, because my cup fairy has been taking care of me. And so all of the holiday cups, ones like this, yeah, this is one of my water cups too. These were all gifts. So I love it. So anyway, okay, so this one, we are not stuffing this right now, but we are going to get back on track on that. But we're going to pause. Like I said, we have about 6 weeks. So I will probably start speaking as to this budget again in about a month. So mid-April, we'll start talking about this one again. We are going to stuff this one, and it's going to be stuffed once a month. I said I wanted to do a giveaway at 300, and then I don't know what y'all did, who y'all called, you phoned a friend or something, because I looked up and I was at 283 subscribers, and then I was at 404. And so we shot right past 300 before I could even try to shop and figure out what I wanted to do as a giveaway. So now I'm going to do the giveaway at 500 so that way I can actually shop. So I'm going to pull a little bit of cash out of here so I can buy some stuff. So with that being said, if you have a Etsy shop and you're one of my subbies, please drop your name, your information so I can go and find you. I would love to show my support by purchasing something and doing a giveaway on my channel. If you have other channels that you follow and you know that they have Etsy stores and you like a storefront and you want me to maybe shop and support them, give me that information too, because I do want to make sure that I'm circling back in the way that I spend this money. So we are going to do a giveaway at 500 and I just need to find a couple stores to support. So please in the comments mention as many as you can so I have a variety to pick from. Vacation had $168. I pulled it out already. That's part of the money that was on the table. Ain't no vacation right now. We got stuff at home. This money from Dream House, it is now empty. What was in there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 56, 57, 58, 59, 50. There's 950 in here. Now, I'm torn on, should I pull this 950 and use it to pay down on a credit card? If I do just this will take one of them, this could either pay off one of the cards altogether, or it could, on the second card, it could drop the balance under the 30% utilization. So I'm torn on if I pull this. I do have another Dream Home Fund in my high yield account, which has some money over there. This was just me stuffing in real time. When I got to 1,000, I was going to take this and put it in the bank and add it to that other account anyways. So I'm on the fence, and that's why it's sitting over here instead of in there, because I'm like, do I want to move this? But I got to think about the short-term and the long-term goals. And so as I'm talking through this to y'all, I'm really talking to myself, right? And I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this. So as much as I feel like I want to keep saving it, I'm going to move it over here. And I'm going to move it over here because I need to pay my credit cards down. That's the reality of it. If I was to pull the trigger and look at moving today, the more stuff you have on your credit score, the more, let me rephrase that, the more you have that accounts towards your debt, right, to income ratio impacts what you are looking at as far as funding. And so I think I'm just gonna just suck it up and move that over there, use it to pay down the card, because that's the right thing to do in this scenario. I'm not in a position where I have to move tomorrow. My current home is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. It is, sufficient size for me and my 1 adult child who live here. There's no urgency for me to move. This is my home and I could live here forever. So Dream Home is literally what I envision for the next home to be the home that I've picked that has all the bells and the whistles. And so it's not something that I would buy tomorrow anyway. So as I'm talking all this out, y'all, I'm really talking to myself. It's like a therapy session. So just bear with me. So with that, yes, sis, you gotta let that go. House miscellaneous, we'll need nothing. $135 was in there. That went over in here. Decor, $150. There was $100 that was put in the house account. So that 100 is already in that other account, but there was 50 here. So I pulled that 50 out and it went in there. So this envelope is really going to sit dormant for about a month until I go back to budgeting my way to Dr. A. So again, that envelope may be moved fairly soon. And then this one, car maintenance. We're going to keep funding this. The Department of Motor Vehicles, we did pay the car registration for the second vehicle. So this only has like $4 in it now, but that's the whole point of these envelopes, right? We saved a little bit. So that way it was just one fell swoop and it was paid off. And so this has $4 in it now. But when I did the math and I estimated what the registration would be for those 2 vehicles next year, I only need to stuff 10 months in order to have this envelope fully funded. So with that, I also am going to wait, and I'm not going to start stuffing this. So I'm not going to stuff in the months of April or May, and then June we'll circle back to needing to stuff this. Personal transportation, again, it's just a buffer. It's for stuff from my car. I did pull out of this one because my car, for the first time, everyone knows I don't have a car payment. And so, but my car needed a smog for the first time. It's a 2013. So I did pull out of personal transportation to cover the cost of the smog and the certification. Same thing for Tracy's car. Her car is older and it too needed a smog. So we pulled the money out of this envelope in order to cover the smog certification that had to occur. I think I'm going to pull this one too, y'all. I'm going to pull this one because we're not flying anywhere. 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90, 95, 1, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I am making a note of what I'm pulling out of each of these, just so I can kind of be mindful of where I was. And because we're not flying anywhere right this moment, I don't see any trips that will require airfare in the near future. And this is only a 3-month pause. And in addition to that, again, we do have a high yield savings. That's a travel fund that my daughter and I both have a portion of, like direct deposit. So she has an auto transfer that goes from her account. And then I have a portion of my direct deposit that goes to that account. And so there's about $1,500 in there. So realistically, if we needed to book a flight, we just call it the Mommy and Me Travel Fund. So if we needed to book a flight somewhere, we would do that. But I don't even have a lot of family out of state where if something were to happen to them, I'm like, oh, I have to jump on a plane, right? There's a limited number of people who are not immediate. Well, I have no immediate family outside of California. And then my extended family who are outside of California, $1,300 would definitely get me a trip to them if I needed to. So with all that being said, we're going to move this here. And I have like butterflies in my stomach doing this, but I know that it's what needs to be done. Cruise, I'm not cruising. I feel like every time I just go outside and talk to people, I come back home with a cold. Hence why I'm sounding like a nasally monster right now. So cruising, she coming out. We're not doing that. We're not going to do that this year. Gifts I'm going to leave. And Christmas. Let's see. We haven't done a lot in here anyway, so I mean, it's really not gonna make a difference. 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, $50. And as I always say, I'm the gift. So, you know, me blessing them with my presence is a present. I kid. But no, I only buy gifts for the immediate family anyways. And so I should be able to worry about that later. This isn't something that needs to be stuffed. It's not urgent. I'm going over there. And then this is just the backup gas for the kiddo's car. She still hasn't asked, but we just leave it there and it's $100. Well, and if nothing else, it's just $100 in emergency that's at the house at the same time. So, so my envelopes, I'm probably going to be able to squish all of these. Not squish because it ain't that much. To make all of them fitter in 1 or 2 binders over the next couple of months. As we hone down on what we're doing. So with that being said, let's see what we have. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 56, 57, 58, 59, 50, 1,000, 1,050, 11. Let's just double check. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's 1,100 there. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. I really hope this cold goes away soon. This is too much. It's been too long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 tens is $190. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 1. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 170 in 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. $11 in ones. $16.71 is what we have going to the primary account, so we can actually, we'll be able to pay off one of the credit cards altogether. And that's my smaller credit card. So we're going to be able to pay off one of them today with this number. It only had like $500 something on it. And then with the rest, we will pay one of the Capital One credit cards down. And by doing that, it'll take my credit utilization down under the goal of the 30% that we're shooting for. So now that I've done this and I've actually pulled the cash out, it makes me feel a lot better about doing it, because I can see how it's directly going to impact 2 of the 4 that I'm ultimately seeking to erase. And so if I stick with this pattern and not stuffing these envelopes and minimizing what I'm stuffing in the active envelopes that will remain for the next 3 months, I should be able to have 3 cards gone and just 1 primary card that will be left that I'll be able to tackle. So this is a big shift for me. I'm used to, you know, having a little bit here, a little bit there. But I think in the long run, this will definitely get me the outcome that I'm shooting for by the end of this year. So thank you for watching. I know this was a very different video, and I normally don't do unstuffings, and because I normally don't pull out money and explain how I'm gonna kind of re-rack things, but I think it's important to take you all on my journey while I do this, because again, I am budgeting my way to Dr. A. So sometimes we have to adjust and reframe the vision, so that way we can stay on track with the ultimate goal. So I thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful day and make somebody smile. Bye.